We were just over here laughing. I say we, my mom and my aunt, because we were thinking I should open up and sing a song about baking a cake, and we laughed because it's not happening. Anyway, how y'all doing? How you doing? It's not morning when I usually go live. It is in the afternoon, but we're still gonna have a great time. There's a lot to do. This is a small cake. Like, it's a little bit smaller, but it definitely is a really detailed cake. So figure I'm gonna get my stuff together, get it rocking and rolling here. I've got some vanilla buttercream, and I'm going to, the thing about this cake, it's really cool because it is they're all 4-inch cakes. So it's small, it's little small cakes, but they are going to be stacked on top of each other, so it's going to be tall. So it's almost going to look like a nice little silicone. I mean, sorry, not silicone, cylinder, excuse me. It's been one of them days. It's been one of them days. Hey guys, what are y'all up to? It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. It's a great time to be alive. We have so much to be grateful for, so much to be excited about. Hope y'all are doing okay. All right, so I'm just gonna stack this guy right here. I'm gonna stack this little geode cake. And if you don't know what a geode is, it's one of those really cool little rocks. I know what I forgot. I forgot my knife. But I might be able to use one of these and see if maybe, I might call my Auntie Sophia or my mom, see if they can grab me a knife. Yeah, so we're just going up here, gonna stack these tall. And I'm gonna I need to be working faster than I am because these cakes are chilled. I need to make sure that they get stacked and are stationary before it starts getting to be too warm. And that's very easy, especially because the heat index in Virginia, in Lynchburg, is crazy. It is so hot. Hey guys, see y'all coming in? Great to see ya. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. I think this is tall enough. I don't know, if I go much taller than this, it is going to be challenging to keep it all. You know what, maybe, I don't know. Should I do it? Should I make it taller? I think if I make it any taller, what the hey. Maybe one more. It's gonna be interesting, guys. Who is gonna be a tall cake? All right, let's make it one more. Oh my gosh, this is tall. It's gonna be tall. So if it starts leaning, if it starts going to the side, we can all laugh together. I hope it doesn't. Okay, so I am going to cover this guy. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? This is so tall. Oh my gosh. And in this heat, y'all gotta watch and see if I can actually get this thing covered, because it is hard to frost something, first of all, that is this small and also that is this tall. So this is going to be an adventure. We'll go on the adventure together. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much, sweet pea. I hope so, Jessica. I hope so. Hello, Bronte. I'm glad you shared. I'm glad you shared. Don't worry, we're gonna get that burn class on. I'm gonna make an awesome cake class that is burn. Oops, got frosting going everywhere. That's a burn cake. I just think it might be cool to do something incorporated with burning, like with the fall. So hold on, I gotcha. Hi, Linda. I love you. You said you're the winner. Okay, okay. Gotcha. Hey, I'm just glad that you even want my cakes because you are a cake master yourself. And so, let me just put that out there. Hey, I'm thinking this is actually, okay, let me do something first. It's called insurance, okay? That's this right here. We gotta make sure that this cake ain't going nowhere. And the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna put this rod inside the cake. Now, I gotta check it and make sure it's not as tall as the cake. Y'all see me wincing because sometimes these things go flying. And there have been some pretty bad accidents sometimes when I'm cutting these dowels. Okay. All right, so now got my hammer. I'm just gonna tap this down just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Oh boy. Nothing like going live so thousands of people can see you make a mistake. Look, I should have done this, truthfully, I should have done this before I frosted it. You know what? Hey, can't turn back now. We just can't turn back now. All right, so now I'm just gonna press this in till it gets to the bottom. There we go. Now we can breathe. Now I've got some more dowels. I'm gonna add right along. Let's see, how tall do we want these guys? One here. I think this is a good height. And we're just gonna put this in the cake so that we make sure it doesn't go flying. This is so that the cake stays in its position. And honestly, I don't know, I really might just set this in for a second while we're working on another part, just so it can chill. Woo. Okay. All right, now I'm going to just put them in position. Oh, thanks, Teresa. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to make. This one, it's gonna be fun. It just takes some detail to accomplish it, and you know, I'm trying to make sure I don't ruin the cake. It takes some detail and some precision to make sure we can get this guy going. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm just trying to cover it up. This is my first coat, okay? And I'm just gonna go put it in I'm gonna put it in my fridge because I really wanna make sure that this doesn't turn into like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Okay, so I'm going to, I mean, I feel like we're off to a good start, but I just wanna double check and make sure. And just kind of, because it's frozen, it's gonna chill a lot faster, which is good. Okay, so this is just the first crumb coat. And, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna go pop this in my fridge real quick, real quick. I'll be right back, you guys. Because I did forget that. My Aunt Sophia, she came to the rescue. Okay, so while that's chilling, we are going to make the geodes. So, y'all, I have all this rock candy, and I love to crush these up with my hammer while they're still in the packaging. So this is gonna essentially be the geode, okay? So I'm just going to be loud and just break these up off the stick, just like that, till they're all off the stick, like that. I've got the purple, I've got white, this clear color, yeah, and then I've got this kind of like a darker amethyst color, which is really nice when you're doing this cake because it really adds depth to the cake. So not everything is just a purple color. Sorry, it's so loud. Sorry. Okay. So, oops, broke the stick. All right. So I've got a pretty good amount to work with. So for this cake, what I want to do, I actually want to see if I can try to get, oops. I want to cut a nice shape into the cake for where I'm going to put my geode. And also, I'm going to mix, while we're here together, oops, I'm gonna make the gold, I'm gonna make some gold that's like a paintable gold. And the way you do that is you usually get your luster dust. So your gold luster dust, and you're gonna take some vanilla and you're just gonna mix the two together. Okay, so I'm just adding some of this powder. Let's see, what is this? This you can get from Walmart, okay? So you don't have to go on Amazon and get all the expensive stuff. You can just get this gold. And what I'm gonna do, a nice bunch of brushes. I'm looking for a particular brush. Well, we'll mix it with this brush. So I'm just gonna mix this together. So you guys can see this here. I'm just mixing it together to make a nice, like, it's almost like a paste, okay? And as it sits, it will dry pretty quickly. So I just wanna keep an eye on it. I'm making a little bit more liquidy than I normally would because I know it's gonna sit for a minute and it's gonna get a little bit thicker. Okay, but that's how you make that gold paint. It's just you can actually use vodka, or like I said, you can use an extract. And sometimes extracts they use alcohol in the extract too, along with the luster dust. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna fill my bag with some of this white so that it's gonna be easier for me to cover up my cake. And what I'm trying to do, I kind of want to create like a marble look to this cake. So it's going to be covered in white and then it's going to have a little bit of a marbling effect to it. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use this purple violet coloring, and I'm going to mix it together and start painting a little bit to kind of create a little bit of a marbling effect. And then I'm gonna add some gold on top of that. Y'all, this is gonna be a cool cake. It's gonna be really cool. It's small, but it's cool with what I'm doing. So let me grab the cake, 1 second. Okay, so here it is. Touching it, it's pretty firm. That's great. That was quick. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do here, grab my scissors and I'm going to just add the additional layer of this buttercream, okay? Oops. Just gonna go all the way to the top. And this way I have two really nice layers of buttercream, which is gonna be nice and make it nice and thick. Okay. All right. And I'll just add a little more on top here. Okay. So I just want to make sure it's nice and flat on the top. And then what I'm gonna do, I'll hit this on the side a little bit too. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to smooth it out. Take my time. See, this is pretty important here because we want to make sure that we don't wipe off all the buttercream we just put on. In fact, I look over here and this looks like it needs a little bit more over here. But we're taking our time because look, this is very, very delicate. When you're dealing with a cake that is any taller, you know, traditionally what they would do, some bakers, is they put another layer in that is with a cardboard. And when they do that, what they're doing is you're basically doing a two-tier cake so that it has the support to hold the height. Now, what I'm doing is I didn't do that because it's such a small cake and I think it's gonna be okay. But if it was any bigger, I would have definitely put a cardboard insert in between to make sure that it stayed where it needed to. Okay. All right. So cool. Now, what I'm gonna do is just smoothing it out. All right. So now where I said I wanted to start adding a little bit of like the marbling effect, one of the best ways to do that, once you get your cake covered, is to just put a slight amount of a very, very small amount of color. And then what you're going to do is you're going to blend that into place. So I'm going to take a little bit of this purple. You don't need very much, just a little bit. I'm just squeezing a little bit onto a little piece of plastic. And I'm just going to go in and just kind of make little lines around. So as I use this tool, it's going to kind of blend it around a little bit. And you're going to get like thin little marbled look. A thin marbled look around. Wow, that looks good. So that's what we're going for, is that marbled look. You'll see that kind of happening here. It's starting to come around. Okay. And then, and you want to be careful not to take it and disrupt it and take too much off. But, okay, so we've got like a nice little thin bit of marbling happening. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of some gold to kind of enhance that marble. So I'm just painting it. So I'm just painting it along the marble. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but I'm adding some gold, oops, into the purple. Gotta be very careful with moving this cake, you guys. And as I do this, it's kind of naturally kind of making its own border of where I'm gonna want to cut for my gem. Okay, and I really think that here I want to just do something that where there is a nice cut and you can see a nice big gem. Y'all just pray for me because this is gonna be a big cut and I don't want to make a mistake here. It's always pretty serious when you start cutting the cake, right? All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to probably do multiple cuts here. Whew, that's a big cut, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take these pieces out, put them off to the side, and I'm just kind of getting rid of all of that that's there so that there's room for me to start putting in my gems. That's a lot. A lot. Okay. So I'm going to cut a little bit deeper. Really, like this is a risky cake, okay? Because the cake is already, it's already small. And so I have to be really careful with how I am taking out this cake. All right. So here we go. There's my cut there, right in the center, right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in some buttercream. And this is gonna be what's gonna hold the stones in place, okay? So I took out the excess cake, and now when I add a little bit of the buttercream, it's gonna help be like a glue to hold the stones in place, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna try to do this live so you guys can see me actually start putting the stones in where they're supposed to go. So traditionally, what you would do, you can actually do either or, but you want to have a little bit of like an ombre effect. So you want it to see, you want to have like, you know, maybe the the exterior of the stone is going to be like a lighter color and the inward part is a darker color. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start with the lighter color. I'm going to start with a deeper color in the inside and go to the lighter color on the outside. So that amethyst, kind of deep amethyst color that I told you I have, these are the ones I'm going to start with, okay? So, rock candy, you guys, it's just rock candy. So I'm going to take this rock candy here and I'm just going to start placing it right in the center here, okay? So I'm taking the stones and just placing them right around. Let's see, maybe if I can get, I don't know if I can get it much closer than that. Sometimes it's hard to get it really close, but you see, I'm just gonna come around and just try to put these pieces here. And the cool thing is that as you keep going, you can even add to it with the paint, which is what I'm gonna do with the edible food coloring. Okay. So here I've got a really nice beginning to what I'm working on here. So this is the deepest point, the deepest color, right in the center. The next color that I have is a lighter purple, and this one I'm going to put all around the top, or all around the centerpiece there, and just gonna keep on adding to it until it starts coming together. You guys see this here? Wow, I love the diversity and the different colors. It's so, so pretty. It really is pretty. Whoops. Okay. So here I am going around all the way around. So that's what you want to do. You want to make it in a pattern where it is around. It's like going in a circle around the base, around the center. I'm going to open up another bag because you want to use bigger stones initially. And then as you keep going, you can use the smaller ones for details. But like I said, it's a small cake, but there is a whole lot to it. It takes some time. Y'all see that? And around here too. Y'all see how it's coming together? I love it. I love the purple. And so when you have the stones and you have the marble effect on the outside, it's so, so cool. It really just takes it up a notch. It really, really enhances it and makes it just gorgeous. Okay. All right, so, and this reminds me of the cake I made. I did a Geode Cake class. I've done a couple of them. And this one is always, everybody always loves doing this. Speaking of cake classes, you guys, I have cake classes going for sale on Friday. They are 20 bucks a ticket. And I hope y'all saw my sneak peek. I am so excited about it. We're gonna have a wonderful time. We always do. We always do. But tickets are going for sale on Friday. Now I'm going in with the white, the clear. So this is just going all around. And you see it looks like it just looks like it's a really cool kind of ombre effect with the stones. So I'm just going around it just with the last ring of this clear stone. Looks like just beautiful crystals. I think it is so, so cool how you can take sugar and crystallize it and make it look like this. It is so neat. All right, I'm gonna do one more batch here, one more bag of this clear. I'm gonna open it up. Y'all see how it's coming along? Here. And I'm just gonna hit the base with this. I'm getting stones everywhere. But yep, here just along the side. Wow. And wait till we add, guys, wait till we add the paint to it. It is so neat how it looks like an actual geode stone. And you could do this with pink rock candy, blue. Purple is just like the amethyst, you know, the norm, which you usually see. But there are so many colors you could do. Oh, wow. Just taking a good look at it from here because I can't see it from behind all the way. Did you guys see that there? And what I'll do is I'll add some little stones around the base too. Just, you know, for some decoration to make it look really cool. To make it look like it's a little rock cake all around the side. Just got the different colors I'm adding in there. Okay, and so now what I'm gonna do now that I got majority of this here, I'm going to start going in with my colors, okay? So I'm gonna use this. It's really detailed, you guys, so I'm probably gonna use a smaller brush. I have a little bit of this paint, and I'm just gonna go in and just hit the center. Now I'm gonna see if you guys can, I'm gonna try to do it so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm taking this really dark purple here, and I'm just going in and hitting the very center. You gotta make sure not to use too much liquid with this design, and the reason being is because it is rock candy. So when you start adding too much liquid to it, it will dissolve the rocks. So just using a little bit of the gel-based food coloring, that's what you want to use. Okay? Wow! You guys, it's so cool. That is so fun. Now I'm going to start going around the outside. I'm going to use another one of these smaller brushes here, and I'm just going to get some gold on my brush, and I'm going to go around the exterior of the geode here. So just along the border of the geode. Well, thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. So here, just getting the border in this gold. And like I said before, you know, the gold did get a little bit more thick, and that's what you're wanting, it to be more thick. And over here, and I'm just going to go all the way up the sides here. And over here on the edge. And I'm getting some on the stones, that's okay. Can y'all see this, how this is coming together? Do y'all see that? It's so fun. So now, what I'm gonna do is just have a little bits of some gold, just little touches of gold throughout the stones. It really shows up a lot on the clear. Whoa. You guys see that? I think this is it. I think I'm done with this one. I'm going to show you guys up close so you guys can see it. There it is. There's the geode cake with the marbling effect on the side. And it's really, it's one of those cakes where if you have a kid that's interested in, you know, science, in stones and different things like that, and you want to make this for their birthday, you can do it. It's super, super easy. You just need to have a little bit of time so that you can make it come out, so you can take your time to create it. But if you watch this and you can follow the same, you know, instructions, you got it. You don't have to do one that's tall. You can do one that's simple and short, and you know, or even if it's, you know, one of your girlfriends that like it, that like, you know, stones and things like that, you could totally do it too. So if you guys want to be in the drawing to win a cake, this cake here, all you have to do is like and share this video. You'll be in the drawing to win. And guys, keep a lookout because I have 4 amazing cake classes this weekend that are going on sale for $20 a piece. So you guys can come to class with me. We can decorate some amazing cakes. I think I have a Garfield cake class. I'm doing a Highland Cow cupcake cake class. I'm doing a mini cupcake cake class, which it's a cake that has a bunch of those mini cupcakes on it. I made it live one day. And then the other one is, it's got a bunch of stones on it. So it's a heart-shaped stone cake. It's so cool. So look out for that, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed making this today with me, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a beautiful day. God bless you. Bye.